4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, 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 level up. Level up, 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 level up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good afternoon, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Mary Bunting, and I have the honor and privilege of serving as Hampton City Manager. And I'm joined today by our great Superintendent, Dr. Raymond Haynes. It is truly an honor for us to stand together on behalf of the Hampton School Board and the Hampton City Council, two bodies whose shared commitment to students, schools, and our community drive the success we celebrate today. If you're unfamiliar, we're a 5-time All-America City winner. Woo, that's right. And this award is a national recognition that honors communities that embody collaboration, civic engagement, inclusiveness, and innovation to address local challenges. So it's all of our award. It does not just go to a city government. It celebrates an entire community, one that comes together across boundaries to create meaningful change. One of the key projects that we were recognized for is our powerful school and community collaboration. As city manager, I take great pride in the partnership that our council and our school board have. It's very rare. We work so closely together. It is a partnership that's rooted in shared goals, mutual respect, and a strong belief in the success of our schools and the success of our cities are tied together and inseparable. As chair of the Academies of Hampton Steering Committee, I'm also especially proud of the innovative approach to education and that innovative approach continues to earn national recognition. The Academies of Hampton prepare students with advanced skills for college, career, and life, offering 16 wall-to-wall academies with 44 unique career pathways across our 4 high schools. These programs thrive because of the incredible support of local businesses and industry partners, many of whom are here today, so thank you all for helping us to achieve this incredible success. You mentor our students, you host internships, and you host site visits, and most importantly, through these activities, you give real-world meaning to classroom learning.
Thank you, City Manager Bunting. As we reflect on Hampton's successes, I want to take a moment to recognize our Hampton School Board. Their dedication, thoughtful governance, and a focus on students ensure that our school division continues to move forward with purpose, intentionality, and accountability. The board's work, often behind the scenes, has a profound and lasting impact on our schools, our families, and our city. Through collaboration with our city partners, Hampton City Schools remains a model of innovation and a national example of what is possible when a community comes together around a shared vision for its young people. This year, the Virginia Department of Education launched a new statewide accreditation and accountability system for all public schools in the Commonwealth. Typically, results are released in September. However, the state has not yet released the 25-26 results for any school division. So at this time, we do not have updated information to share with our community. Once the state publishes official results, we will promptly communicate them to our family, staff, and community partners. As part of the statewide release, on-time graduation and dropout rates will also be published for each school division. While official state-verified data has not yet been issued, we are pleased to share our preliminary results. Hampton City Schools continues to demonstrate exceptional outcomes for students with a 98.88% on-time graduation rate. It is the highest in our division's history and a 0.2% dropout rate, the lowest we have ever recorded. For 6 consecutive years, our on-time graduation rate has remained above 95%. Over the past 5 years, our dropout rate has stayed below 1%.
Woo!
These sustained results reflect the dedication of our educators, the commitment of our families, and the strong community partnerships that support our students from kindergarten through graduation.
This success, as I mentioned earlier, belongs to every part of our community. City leaders, educators, families, higher education, and the military. We are all united by one goal, that every student graduates ready to thrive in college, career, and life. Our partnership with the Virginia Peninsula Community College continues to be a cornerstone of this work. Since 2015, students have earned over 52,000 dual enrollment credits. Let me say that again. Over 52,000 dual enrollment credits. This has saved Hampton families more than $9 million in tuition costs, or nearly $42 million if you factor in tuition, room, and board at a four-year institution. Since 2018, 226 students have earned an associate's degree before their high school graduation. 226, the most of any city in our region, and dare I say, probably the state. Also, the class of 2025 accumulated 2,490 industry certifications across 72 exams. That's real impact, not only for our students, but also for our employers as we're creating the next generation talent pipeline. We also celebrate the programs that have been implemented with the support of Hampton University. The Academy's BizTalk experience provided more than 300 engineering and technology students with a behind-the-scenes look at Hampton University's programs of study while connecting them to industry professionals and post-secondary opportunities. Also, in collaboration with the William R. and Norma B. Harvey Library, 1,400 eighth grade students had the opportunity to check out a living book, meeting with community members representing a wide range of careers and life experiences. From attorneys and engineers to nonprofit leaders, artists, and university presidents, these partners shared stories and insights that brought career learning to life for our young people.
Additionally, I am thrilled to share our new partnership with Christopher Newport University through the Hampton Captains Program. As a proud alumnus of CNU and Captain for Life, I'm excited that Hampton City Schools will be taking that connection between K-12 and higher education to the next level. This partnership creates a clear, intentional bridge for our students, helping them continue their educational journeys, develop as leaders, and remain part of the Hampton story well beyond graduation.
This, of course, is fantastic news. We're always looking for more partners, too, so if you want to join us, please let us know. These achievements and relationships are the direct result of the vision, planning, and steadfast commitment of the school board, our city council, and the broader community that continues to invest in young people. So the more, the merrier.
Now, to build on this success, last year we launched Master Plan 2.0, a bold 5-year roadmap designed to expand engaging hands-on learning for our elementary, middle, and high school students. This updated plan strengthens early exposure to real-world learning while also deepening career-connected experiences at all levels through enhanced pathways, expanded partnerships, and more intentional alignment with the academies of Hampton. These signature learning experiences help students discover their interests early, connect classroom learning to real-world careers, and build confidence as they grow into our future academy students. In just a moment, you will hear from some of our young people about what that looks like in action. And as we celebrate these instructional innovations, we are equally proud of our recent recognition as a 100% Purple Star School Division. Woo! Reflecting our division-wide commitment to supporting our military-connected students and families. While our students are at the heart of everything we do, our success is also grounded in our commitment to our extraordinary staff, the educators, leaders, and professionals who make transformation possible every day. Their dedication has not gone unnoticed. Hampton City Schools was recently named to the Forbes 2025 America's Best in State Employers list. a recognition that reflects our culture of support, collaboration, and excellence. As we continue this journey, we remain united by a single purpose: one community, one transformation, excellence with intentionality. Say it like you mean it. Please join me in welcoming three of our outstanding students: Marcus Hicks from Kilgore Gifted Center, Jalen Harris from Phoebus High School, and Ava Tanner from Bethel High School, as they share their glimpse into their Hampton City Schools experience.
You got this.
Hello, everyone. My name is Marcus, and I'm a 6th grader at Kilgore Gifted Center. Last year, when I was in 5th grade at Phenix Pre-K through 8, we focused a lot on career awareness, learning how what we do now connects to our future. For my 5th grade capstone project, I explored my dream of becoming a chef. It was one of my favorite projects ever because it helped me see that the choices I make, like working hard, staying organized, and believing in myself, all build toward my goals. Last year, I even imagined what my life might look like in 20 years. I pictured myself as the executive chef and owner of a restaurant called Hicks Table, known for its creative dishes and friendly service. Maybe you've seen me on Hicks Food Adventures on the Food Network. Who knows, right? But my favorite part wasn't just dreaming about success. It was realizing how I can make it happen. I learned about saving money, going to college, and following a plan. I saw that the skills I use in school, teamwork, time management, and problem solving, are the same ones I'll need in life. Now that I'm in middle school, I use those skills every day. From managing my assignments to working with new classmates, my 5th grade experience taught me to stay focused and keep growing one step at a time toward my goals. Thank you for believing in students like me and for helping us build our futures. And if you ever visit Hicks Table one day, the meal's on me.
Good afternoon. My name is Jalen. I'm now a 9th grader at Phoebus High School. Just a few months ago, I was an 8th grader at Phoenix Pre-K through 8th, getting ready for one of the biggest transitions in a student's journey, the move to high school. In 8th grade, our focus was on self, community impact, and transition, learning who we are, how we can make a difference, and how to prepare for what's next. My capstone project brought all of those lessons together. My team and I studied substance abuse and peer pressure, two challenges that affect many young people. I took on the role of a future psychologist, researching the issue and even helping start a student podcast where we talked about making healthy choices and supporting each other. That project helped me see that you don't have to be an adult to make an impact. You can start now with who you are and what you know. The capstone also taught me important skills: teamwork, leadership, and communication. Skills I use every day as a high school student. It showed me how to look at problems from different perspectives and to keep learning, growing, and helping others along the way. Now, at Phoebus, next year, I will be in the Virginia Peninsula Community College Academy of the College Experience. That means when I graduate in 2029, I'll earn both my high school diploma and an associate's degree. My 8th grade experience prepared me for this moment. It gave me confidence, direction, and purpose. I'm proud to say I'm ready for high school, for college, and for my future as a psychologist who helps others make positive choices. Thank you for believing in students like me. Together, we're building bright futures, one capstone at a time. a senior at Bethel High School and a proud member of the Academy of Law and Public Safety. The Academies of Hampton provide students like me with a pathway to connect our learning to real-world careers. Through this model, we don't just study subjects. We build skills, professionalism, and confidence to lead, serve, and make a difference in our communities. As a student leader, I've learned that leadership isn't about titles, it's about purpose. Whether serving as a lead ambassador for my academy, president of Alternative World Changers, or president of Youth in Government, I've discovered that service and advocacy go hand in hand. Every position has taught me how to listen, take initiative, and empower others to do the same. My experiences in the Academy of Law and Public Safety have deepened my interest in law, public policy, and social justice. Through hands-on projects, mock trials, and community partnerships, I've gained insight into the legal system and the power of using our voices for change. After graduation, I plan to pursue a career in corporate and criminal law. One day, I hope to open my own law firm, and as well as rehabilitation centers that help me improve how people are supported on their path to recovery and reintegration. The Academies of Hampton have given me the foundation to make that vision possible, connecting learning with real-world impact and helping me grow not only as a student, but as a citizen. To our community partners and higher education leaders, thank you for continuing to believe in students like me. Your investment helps us transform our dreams into action. Together, we are shaping futures and building a legacy of excellence with intentionality. Thank you.
Let's give one more big round of applause to these three outstanding students. They were amazing. Thank you for being part of our program. So I want you to know this is what community can do. And honestly, we could have had 50 students up here like these three today, but then you'd get bored and not stay to hear the mayor, so we have to move on. But as you enjoy lunch, I encourage you to take a few moments to connect with the incredible students that are seated at your tables. Listen to their stories, their goals, and their excitement about their academy pathways and the work that they're doing there. I think you'll find their passion inspiring. I hope you've also had a chance to visit some of the display booths outside before we got started to see what really goes on in these academies and how we build this really rich and robust experience for our students. The experiences you saw outside are a true reflection of the innovation happening right here in Hampton City Schools. Together, not just city and schools, not just school board and city council, but as a community, we are setting the bar for what K-12 education can and should be. And that's something our entire community can take pride in. One community, one transformation, excellence with intentionality. Thank you.
And thank you to everyone for being here today as we learn more about the incredible work happening all throughout the city of Hampton. But look at the crowd today. Oh my gosh. 800 plus people here. Just give yourselves a round of applause. This is amazing. This is so great. I hope each of you has a chance to mix and mingle with all these other great people that are making things happen in the city of Hampton. Old Point is honored to serve as a presenting sponsor. In fact, the only presenting sponsor this series has ever had. Very proud of that. Presenting sponsor of the State of the City events brought to you by our partners, the Virginia Peninsula Chamber. These gatherings remind us of what truly makes our region special: the people and the spirit of collaboration. As part of our ongoing commitment to delivering meaningful service and creating opportunities for growth in our community, we're excited about the next chapter in Old Point's journey. As you've probably heard, Old Point is now a division of Town Bank. a respected organization known for their deep community roots and shared values. This partnership represents more than just a business decision. It's an opportunity to strengthen the services we offer, expand resources for our customers, and ensure long-term stability for our community. We're proud to be joining a team that prioritizes personal connections and community investment, just as we always have. For over 100 years, Old Point has been serving Hampton Roads, and now, together with Town Bank, we'll continue to invest in what matters most: you, our community partners, and leaders. Today, I have the honor of introducing Jimmy Gray, elected mayor of Hampton last year, who brings decades of public service and leadership to his role. A former vice mayor and city council member since 2016, he previously retired as Hampton's assistant city manager after a distinguished 37-year career that included 6 years as our fire chief. He represents Hampton on key regional and statewide boards, such as the Hampton Roads Planning District Commission, the Hampton Roads Transportation Planning Organization, and the Hampton Roads Economic Alliance. His passion for community is evident through his service on numerous nonprofit boards, including his current role as president of the 200+ Men Foundation. Hampton, get ready. For his inaugural Hampton State of the City address, Mayor Jimmy Gray is joining the ranks as the newest drum major of the Hampton University Marching Force. Put your hands together as the band brings him in with the sound and spirit of our city. Mayor Gray.
All right. Mayor Alexander, how about that entrance? Let's give another round of applause for the Hampton University Marching Force. All right, good evening. So, now this is what it looks like from up here. Wow. You know, I've attended a lot of State of the City addresses, but I've always been sitting out there with you guys enjoying lunch while somebody else is doing the talking. But this is a whole different perspective for me. But this year has really been all about new perspectives. And I've been serving the city of Hampton for 2 decades as fire chief, as assistant city manager, as city council member, and as vice mayor. But right now, as I look back on my first year as mayor, I can tell you that I've seen Hampton from a new perspective. And it's given me an even deeper appreciation for the people, the places that make our city so uniquely special. And I've definitely leveled up my city pride. Now, thank you for being with us today, and I want to thank the Virginia Peninsula Chamber, Bob McKenna, Rob Schufer, thank you for that nice introduction. And you've already heard from City Manager Murray Bunting and from School Superintendent Dr. Raymond Haynes. But let me also acknowledge the men and women who sit with me on the Hampton City Council, Vice Mayor Stephen Brown, Councilman Randy Bowman, Councilwoman Carolyn Campbell, Councilwoman Michelle Farabee, Councilwoman Hope Harper, and Councilwoman Martha Mugger. And our Catherine Glass is here, along with our city attorney, Courtney Sidnor. These exceptional public servants and their teams are what really makes Hampton a great place. And I want to also recognize my predecessor, Donnie Tuck, who's with us here today. Donnie. Now, Donnie, you can relax and enjoy your lunch today, and we've got it covered. And finally, my welcome would not be complete if I didn't acknowledge someone who isn't here with us today, and that's my wife, Dana, who passed away on September 30th. And it feels so strange to be here without her, because I can tell you I wouldn't be here without her. She stood by my side in January when I was sworn in, and I sincerely hope that my mission as your mayor will be continually guided by her grace, her faith, and her dedication to purpose. Now, you may have heard that Hampton is an all-American city for the 5th time. And let me say that again, for the 5th time. And I've been a part of the celebration before, but this was my first time being fully involved with the preparation, the rehearsal, giving the presentation before the National Civic League in Denver. And when we went there, we went with a delegation that ranged in age from a 13-year-old middle school student to an 85-year-old resident of Aberdeen Gardens. And oh, I'm sorry, Miss Margaret, 85 years young. And when we were called up on the stage to accept the All-America City Award, I thought it really couldn't get any better than that. But then, when we arrived home the next day, there was a small welcoming party at the airport cheering and waving banners. And that let me know how proud everyone is to represent the All-America City of Hampton, Virginia. And this year's judging was focused on environmental sustainability and resilience. But I believe that we are an All-America City by just about any measure. And in fact, as our nation prepares to celebrate its 250th birthday next year, and as we level up our efforts through Hampton, Virginia 250, I don't think you can name a city that represents the American journey any better than Hampton. Thank you. And in honor of our 5th All-America City Award, I would like to reference 5 specific areas where Hampton has truly leveled up this year. All right, in September, the city of Hampton was once again received high marks from 2 of the top credit rating services, a rating of AA1 from Moody's and a rating of AA Plus from S&P Global. Both ratings represent the 2nd highest scores awarded by these services, and they recognize our diverse economy, our sound financial policies, and our consistency of our leadership. And we're proud of this, but our goal is to level up to the highest rating. Our Economic Development Authority has been very busy, and because of that, the whole city is staying busy. Every day we get closer to the completion of the HRBT expansion. Let's round of applause for that. That $3.8 billion infrastructure project will drive continued economic growth in the city. Growth, in part, that will come from the implementation of the Hampton Roads Playbook that was launched recently by the Hampton Roads Economic Alliance. And this playbook is designed to position the city of Hampton and our neighbors in the region at the epicenter of defense, energy, aerospace, and logistics. And earlier this year, Governor Youngkin toured the Hampton Logistics Center, which comprised of more than 500,000 square feet of new Class A industrial space. And that day he said, and I'll quote, "All roads in Hampton Roads lead to Hampton." And that was music to my ears. Now, the North Point development completed construction on the new Phenix Commerce Center last January. And a couple of months later, we were excited to announce the first tenant, the international e-commerce provider, US E-Logistics Services. Developers and investors saw the value of these projects that will support growth in logistics and advanced manufacturing companies here in Hampton. And as a part of the Phenix Commerce Center, the city partnered with the developer to create a standalone workforce development center on site. And it will be operated by our Department of Economic Empowerment and Resilience. And it's a way for Hampton to level up by using new development to help meet the broader needs of our community. Developers and companies are not only just bringing in new projects and new buildings, they're breathing new life into older buildings in Hampton as well. Last year, Amazon opened a highly automated same-day delivery facility in a building that was originally designed and built for Gateway Computers. But now Amazon has leveled up and will also deliver groceries and prescription drugs from that building. And this summer, Senator Mark Warner helped us launch the Peninsula Cooperative Fund. And that's a groundbreaking initiative that will drive economic opportunity for businesses across the peninsula. It's a $50 million fund that supports small and mid-sized businesses, particularly in financially distressed areas of the city. And I'm also excited to announce today the investment by H.I.I. in Hampton. The company's 150,000 square foot building off Commander Shepard Boulevard will be converted into a light manufacturing advanced technology facilities for its Newport News Shipbuilding division. And in all, $28 million will be invested and equip the facility, and the nearly 300 jobs at the facility are in direct response to demand for the company to accelerate production of aircraft carriers and submarines. Now here is Newport News Shipbuilding Vice President Xavier Bill to tell you a little more.
The shipyard is committed to the region, the state, and the nation. And Hampton is a key partner. Shipbuilding is a team sport, and Hampton is one of our key teammates. We're excited about Hampton. Most of our work is done in Newport News, but what many may not know is we have multiple warehouses located in the city of Hampton. About 50 of our suppliers operate within the city, and I'm excited to say that more than 5,000 of our shipbuilders call Hampton home. This facility only strengthens that relationship and partnership, and it will house some of the most technologically advanced additive manufacturing machines known to mankind. We will print an array of alloys ranging from pounds to tons. This facility will support not only our aircraft carriers, but our submarines as well.
Thank you, Xavier. And Hampton-based Advex Corporation is investing $6 million to expand its advanced manufacturing capacity at Langley Research and Development Park. This investment, along with the 15 jobs the company plans to create, will support the U.S. Navy's shipbuilding programs. And these projects speak to the importance of shipbuilding and defense industry to Hampton's economy and the livelihood of our residents. So thank you, Charlie Jackson, for Advex's continued commitment. Now, Hampton will never take for granted that we are home to Joint Base Langley Eustis and the historic NASA Langley Research Center. And the teams at NASA Langley continue to do high-level work every day, some of which can be used for future lunar exploration and eventually when we send our first astronauts to Mars. And we look forward to celebrating the ribbon cutting for NASA's Flight Dynamics Research Facility, a vertical wind tunnel that truly levels up the goal of investment in our community. And we are very proud of the long history of Langley Air Force Base. And earlier this year, the Department of Defense recognized Joint Base Langley Eustis with the Commander-in-Chief's Installation Excellence Award, and one of just 6 military bases in the whole country to earn this honor. And in July, Langley Air Force Base got a new commanding officer for its 633rd Air Base Wing, and we're happy to welcome Colonel Stephen Anderson. And I know Colonel Anderson's staff is here today, and he was unable to be with us, but would you all wave your hand from Langley? Thank you for being here today. Now, there's also new leadership at Fort Monroe. CEO Scott Martin, who came on board after the retirement of Glenn Odom. And we obviously talk a lot about the history of Fort Monroe, but Scott is also focused on the future of the fort. And the board is developing a new comprehensive landscape action plan that will make the fort's living legacy accessible to new generations of history buffs who haven't even been born yet. The Fort Monroe Authority is considering proposals from 4 internationally prominent landscape architecture firms. And there are many large and small businesses and organizations that have helped shape Hampton's vibrancy for over the decades. Some of those are joining us here today, like Zeltec, Howmet Aerospace, Registrar Corporation, Analytical Mechanics Associates, Craft Machine Works, Riggins, and many others. But we're also excited by the bright futures of newer companies such as Psionic, Advanced Aircraft Company, and Hercule Q. Now let me tell you a little bit about Hercule Q and Hannah LeCon, the founder of the company. Hannah is a graduate of Hampton University. She launched Hercule Q to revolutionize urban transportation by developing new charging solutions for e-bikes and e-scooters using technology created at NASA Langley Research Center. And this year, Hercule Q was awarded a $50,000 grant from our Economic Development Authority to support its startup. Hercule Q is also a resident company at Hampton's Reactor Technology Innovation Center. And because of Reactor's work with Hercule Q and many other technology companies, the Innovation Center won a Gold Excellence Award from the International Economic Council. And the same council presented, the same council presented another Gold Award jointly to the cities of Hampton and Newport News for their collaboration on the expansion of Lee Bear. But I also want to recognize Hannah Lacan. I know you're out there. I can't see you from the dock, but wave your hand, Hannah. Thank you for being here with us today. Now, we have cut a lot of ribbons this year on new shops and stores, including the Chef Store and the Drip and Sip Coffee and Tea in Northampton. We also opened new restaurants like Milk and Honey by the campus of Hampton University and the Eggs Up Grill in Coliseum Central. And the old favorite, Grey Goose, moved to a new and expanded location in Spaces and Phoebus. Dana and Philip Epstein also owned the Baker's Wife in Phoebus, which was named one of the top 50 restaurants in Hampton Roads by Coastal Virginia Magazine. Now, I hope you've had a chance to enjoy an Italian meal at Culo Cucino and maybe the Hilton Creamery over in Phoebus. But this spring, I was also happy to open Rainey's Soul Food on North King Street. Chief Rainey serves up delicious meals and also provides young people with disabilities the opportunity to learn and develop independence. And you already heard from the city manager and the school superintendent about the incredible successes of Hampton City Schools and the Academies of Hampton. You remember that part, right? It was in the beginning. The on-time graduation rate, almost 99%. Students getting their associate's degrees while they're still in high school. That's pretty great stuff, isn't it? Let's give another round of applause. So now let me tell you a little bit about what our local colleges and universities are doing to develop the talent pipeline that feeds our workforce. You cannot think of Hampton, Virginia, without thinking of Hampton University, my alma mater. This year, Hampton earned a major distinction, the Carnegie R2 Research Designation, which indicates a significant level of research activity. It's a mark of prestige within higher education, but now the university is working to level up to R1. And this summer, Hampton launched its workforce development enterprise with specific focuses on entrepreneurship, culinary arts, vocational skills, community health, and business networking. And then there's the Virginia Peninsula Community College, which continues to provide quality education and workforce training. And that school is a valuable partner in many programs around our city. And in October, VPCC began the demolition of 3 buildings that date back to the school's opening in 1967, and they're making way for a beautiful new academic and administration building. Construction will begin next fall. And work on the performing arts venue at Temple Hall is almost done, and we look forward to the reopening of the Dr. Mary T. Christian Theater in January. Dr. Tawana Porter-Brana has become a true leader in the region, and she now co-chairs a defense tech delegation on behalf of the Hampton Roads Alliance. Dr. Porter-Brana, I know you're out there. Would you stand up and wave for me? And then I know we have representatives here from Bryant and Stratton College, including Director Jeff Thorett. This summer, 2 nursing programs on their Hampton campus earned accreditation and approval from the Virginia Board of Nursing and the Accreditation Commission on Education and Nursing. This dual endorsement means Bryant and Stratton can increase enrollment in their nursing school. And that's a very significant step in Virginia as we deal with a statewide shortage of qualified nurses. Our colleges and universities are helping these students level up their skills, not just in the classroom, but through internships, innovation centers, and business incubators. No bright mind gets left behind. So now on the topic of feeding fresh talent into our local workforce, let me tell you about one of our leading nonprofits. So just recently, I was able to spend an hour touring the facilities at Versability Resources, which provides opportunities for residents with physical and developmental disabilities. Kasha Grezakowski and Casey Roberts told me about their new Versability Tech program. Now, this ambitious program trains and certifies people with disabilities to work in a wide range of jobs, including welding, forklift operations, and even in information technology. And it will address critical shortages in our local workforce, while at the same time providing these men and women with a chance to feel pride in the work that they are doing and the contributions that they are making. So thank you to Versability Resources. Now, tourism continues to be a major economic driver in Hampton, and there are many reasons for people to travel here and visit our city. Our Convention and Visitors Bureau works hard every day to attract those visitors and to make sure that they plan to come back. And we've had a full slate of events here at the Hampton Convention Center and the Hampton Coliseum. When the jam band Fish played three sold-out shows at the Coliseum, 90% of those ticket sales came from out of town. That's thousands of people staying in our hotels, eating in our restaurants, and shopping in our stores. And with the Hampton Jazz Festival at the Coliseum, the Jazz Legacy Weekend at the Convention Center, and the Phoebus Jazz Series at the American Theater, we've seen some of the hottest names in contemporary jazz come through town. Then there's the Supernova Sky Festival at Fort Monroe, and it continues to bring music lovers into town from all over the country every summer. And next year, that promoter will add a new event in Hampton. It's the inaugural Shipwreck Festival, which will be held at Mill Point Park on April 11th. And of course, lots of families come to town for youth sporting events, especially at the Boo Williams Sportsplex and the Hampton Aquaplex. And another thing that brings people to Hampton is our beautiful parks. And this summer, we introduced Darrell Crittenden as our new Director of Parks and Recreation. Darrell, are you here? Stand up and wave your hand. Darrell has had tremendous success overseeing parks in Norfolk and in Raleigh, North Carolina. And in both of those cities, his vision led to their parks gaining national accreditation, which is not easy to do. But now he's setting his sights on accreditation in Hampton's parks, and he sure does have a lot to work with. And recently, Marina Life magazine named Hampton as one of the top 25 boating destinations in America. And we're looking forward to expanding our capabilities to host visitors arriving by water. So in all, our Convention and Visitors Bureau reported $321 million in tourism revenue this year, and almost 3,000 jobs attributed to tourism in our city. And with all those out-of-town guests, they took in $5.8 million in lodging taxes and more than $10 million in meals taxes. Now, again, that's not how much they spent in the hotels and on meals, that's just the taxes on those purchases. And those numbers represent a measurable increase over the previous year. So I'll say it again, people are coming here and they're planning their return trips to Hampton, Virginia. All right, the second area I want to level up is in the area of resilience. Now, Hampton continues to be a leader in the area of resilience to climate change and sea level rise. Our Resilient Hampton office does some outstanding work. And last year, barely a week after Mayor Tuck's last State of the City address, we cut the ribbon on Lake Hampton. And that marked the completion of the city's first flagship program and resiliency project. Lake Hampton transformed an existing retention pond into a stormwater facility that stores runoff from the North Armstead Avenue area and a nearby neighborhood. And as a bonus, it added more than a mile of shared use path to the existing Waterwalk Trail. The Big Bethel Blueway project is well underway and is transforming a simple drainage canal into an innovative stormwater storage facility with a trail added for the public to enjoy. And when it's completed, the Blueway will reduce flooding by adding 2.6 million gallons of stormwater storage capacity. And the best part is, when that project is completed, it will be easy to replicate here in Hampton and in other cities that want to follow our lead in stormwater issues. And the work doesn't stop there. The North Armstead Road raising project will be a big difference in that quarter. And this spring, our resilience team will begin construction on our latest living shoreline, which is at Mill Point Park. And then there's our Clean City Commission, which, along with our public works staff, have made great contributions by doing citywide cleanups. In April, more than 100 team members filled 120 bags of trash with bulk debris, cigarette butts, and they did that from 9 sites. So let's give a big shout out to our Clean City Commission volunteers. They logged over 7,667 hours cleaning up our community and our waterways. And that volunteer engagement saved the city more than $250,000. And we've also benefited from our partnership with Wetlands Watch, a Norfolk-based nonprofit that works to enhance resilience and protect wetlands throughout Virginia. All right, the third area where we're going to level up is our neighborhoods and housing. And this year, with property values in Hampton continuing to rise, the City Council took the recommendation from our city manager to reduce the real estate tax by 1 cent per $100 of assessed value. And this marks the 4th consecutive year that we have lowered real estate taxes, which for a combined 10 cents per $100. We're working hard to keep home ownership affordable in Hampton. And we're proud, thank you. We're proud of our many distinctive and historic neighborhoods like Phoebus, which celebrated its 125th anniversary this year. And I'm guessing everyone in this room has attended some of the festivals or maybe even one of the monthly First Friday events. But this Saturday, they'll have their big holiday festival with a craft market and a tree lighting. So I hope to see you there this weekend. And so one of the challenges is how to address the growing needs of affordable housing, while at the same time maintaining the character of historic neighborhoods. And we're working toward both those goals with innovative programs as the Infill Housing Plan Book and the Model Block Initiative. With the Plan Book, we're developing a suite of pre-approved, customizable home designs that reflect each neighbor's character and architectural styles. Builders who use these designs will be eligible for expedited permitting, which encourages efficient, high-quality development. And we launched the Model Block Playbook initiative this fall in the Fordham neighborhood. The city purchased 4 properties to develop into model homes. And these model homes are available to residents and builders, showcasing affordable and efficient work that can be easily replicated. We're hoping that homeowners can get ideas to fix up older homes, and builders can get ideas to design new homes that fit into the surrounding neighborhood. And our Public Works Office, working in conjunction with our city's Unity Commission, completed the Grant Street Extension Project. Donald Little, I know you're happy about that. The roadway improvements in a historic Black neighborhood prepared this corridor for a future residential subdivision in a prime location near downtown. And we're almost finished with the Queensway Street project, and we're looking forward to celebrating its completion with the downtown businesses very soon. And here's some more good news. WVS, the developer of the mixed-use Constellation project on Settlers Landing Road, is moving forward with the second phase of that project. This will add 50 new luxury apartments in downtown. Residential demand is strong in Hampton. Thank you, Jason Vickers-Smith, and thank you to all the developers who continue to invest in our great city. Now, the fourth area we'll talk about is quality of life. We want Hampton to be a great place to live, work, and play. And that means that we want our city to be safe and clean and diverse and welcoming. And I can never say enough about our first responders. The Hampton Police Division, Chief Jimmy Weidman, they continue to do an outstanding work every day to keep our community safe. Every community has to look for new and better ways to deal with crime, trying to prevent it before it happens, quelling the situations when they do occur. And in recent years, we've used a data-driven approach to predict where violent crime is more likely to happen. That allows us to establish a police presence in those locations with officers and security cameras. And with the help of Congressman Bobby Scott, we received funding to establish several neighborhood resource centers that will serve as hubs for police and for members of the community. The first center will be opening soon off of Rip Rap Road. And in July, Chief Jason Monk and the Hampton Fire and Rescue Division opened a new fire station in Wythe. It's 17,000 square feet and was built to meet the demands of fire and rescue personnel today. For many years, I had advocated for this new station, both as the fire chief and as assistant city manager, but being able to cut the ribbon on it as mayor was a big moment for me. Now, thank you. We live in a rapidly changing world, and we try to keep up with the needs of our residents and our visitors. At Buckrow Beach this summer, our police division and our Hopeful Hampton team opened a new shoreline operations station. This satellite station was a valuable resource at Buckrow Beach, offering safety guidance, hydration, basic first aid to hundreds of people. And that station is located right next to our brand new Buckrow Beach playground, which is more beautiful and more accessible than ever before. Something as seemingly simple as adding a new accessibility ramp at the Aberdeen Gardens Historic Museum with the generous help of Dominion Energy makes a tremendous difference in our community. We care a great deal about the mental and physical health of our residents. Centera Careplex Hospital continues to find new ways to serve our city's healthcare needs. This year, Centera's mobile mammogram van made 18 visits to Hampton, providing exams that are critical to early detection. And this fall, they added 2 more vans to keep up with the demand. Bon Secours provides services at the Bowie and Sportsplex through its in-motion physical therapy program with therapy and sports rehab offered by an experienced medically directed staff. And we congratulate Riverside Health Systems for opening its newest facility in the Hampton Town Center. Now, I spoke earlier about our federal partners, and another of those is the VA Medical Center. Our veteran population, not just in Hampton, but in the entire region, is such a vital part of our community. And the healthcare needs of our veterans are always evolving, both physical and mental health. And that means new challenges for the staff at any VA medical center. And the men and women who serve our country deserve the best care that we can give them. And our centers in Hampton, which is one of the busiest on the entire East Coast, is serving more than 50,000 veterans every year. Now, a few minutes ago, I talked about what a great educational institution we have in Hampton University, but they also play a big role in addressing our city's healthcare needs. The Hampton University Proton Cancer Institute is on the cutting edge of technology when it comes to treatment of cancer, prostate cancer in particular. And this fall, I was proud to help promote the university's annual Men's Health Fair, which emphasizes testing and early detection. More than 500 men attended this year. Hampton University recently opened a new state-of-the-art facility for its School of Pharmacy. And here is President Darrell K. Williams to tell you a little bit about it.
Hampton University in the healthcare arena has always been a leader, not just within the city of Hampton, but in the Hampton Roads area, the Commonwealth of Virginia, and I would say in the nation, going all the way back to our nursing program that celebrated over 100 years of providing quality nurses to our community, our nation, and in some cases, our world. And of course, I think everyone in this community knows about the Hampton Proton Cancer Institute, which is at this point has treated over 4,000 people within this community and around the nation. So get that, 4,000 people have rung that bell, and our Proton Cancer Institute actually saves lives. And then there are new initiatives like Hampton University Cares, and we'll be opening a pharmacy here on campus, taking advantage of all of the healthcare expertise that we have. And it'll also be a training ground for so many of our students who go on to populate all of the pharmacies in this area. CVS and so many others benefit from what Hampton University provides. So that pharmacy that will open sometime in 2026 will be here on campus to serve our students, our faculty and staff, but it's also for the entire community. And so all of Hampton Roads, to include our veteran population, and anyone else who needs a prescription can get it filled right here at Hampton University.
So think about that. At a time when major national pharmacy chains are cutting back or closing, Hampton University is opening one. Now, the LGBT Life Center on Settlers Landing Road also plans to open one this coming year, along with primary care services. And this year, Centera Careplex partnered with our Community Services Board to launch a CARES team, and that stands for Community Assistance Response. And it provides a mobile crisis van with an EMS professional and a behavioral health therapist to handle 911 calls that do not require police response. And we cut the ribbon on the B.J. Roberts Behavioral Health Center. named in memory of our longtime sheriff who made mental health care such a huge priority. And that facility, along with Riverside's Psychiatric Emergency Department, truly makes Hampton a leader in the area of mental and behavioral health. Just a few weeks ago, the Chief Deputy of the Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental Services came down from Richmond to speak at our Community Service Board luncheon, and he pointed out that Hampton is uniquely prepared to serve the behavioral needs of our community. Now, we also have a great partner in Celebrate Healthcare. They hold free health fairs and vaccination clinics throughout the year. And in 2025, they've done more than 500 health screenings, including 3D mammograms and prostate cancer screenings, and they have helped more than 750 residents enroll in health insurance. Thank you, Gayleen Canoington. And the Hampton Peninsula Health District serves the city and the region in many ways, from testing the water quality at our beaches to providing back-to-school vaccination for more than 1,000 students annually. And when we talk about health and wellness, we also have to give a big shout out to the Virginia Peninsula Food Bank. Every day, they provide resources to families in need. Hunger is not a political issue, and there's no better way to serve your community than by putting food on the table for families in need. We also have another program called SAME, that stands for So All May Eat. The LGBT Life Center also operates a private pantry that provides food to any resident in our community that is in need. And you'll see a lot of food drives in the community during this holiday season, so I ask you to please help them out if you can. That's real catchy, isn't it? Now, the last area we would talk about is engagement. And I've talked about our federal partners, our business community, our schools, and our city staff. But if you want to know what makes Hampton special and what gives me the most confidence in our future, it is the people who live and work here. Our most valuable resource is our people. And so throughout the year, I have met with residents through a series of public listening sessions. The first of those sessions was held at the Phoebus Community Center, and it rained so hard that evening that we seriously thought about postponing it. But when we decided to go ahead with it, and our residents made their way through flooded streets to come out and talk with me about issues affecting Hampton, it was really encouraging. And that was the start of Your Say with Mayor Gray, and it's been a great success. And I'm happy to say that we will continue hosting these sessions in 2026 so that our friends and neighbors can come out and have their say on the issues that matter most to them. And every year when our city manager, Mary Bunting, is preparing her recommended budget, she holds a series of public meetings to collect feedback from our residents about what they value and prioritize for our city. And we get input from the people, also including that through an online survey. And their opinions inform the budget decisions we make every year. So you can look at the many achievements that we've accomplished over the past year. For example, the playground at the new Buckrow Beach, the housing initiative, and you will see how we gave residents an opportunity to weigh in. Our Hampton Resilient team just held a series of open house meetings where more than 150 residents rolled up their sleeves to join the process of developing the Fox Hill, Grandview, and Harris Creek water plan. And as the team continues to make that plan a reality, we will continue to give our residents opportunity to co-create the city's water future. And all of the awards and honors our city has earned this year, the one that gives me the most pleasure is the International Association of Public Participation. They recognize us with a Core Values Award in the area of diversity, inclusion, and culture. And that was related to the Virginia School Engagement Project, in which the city worked to preserve the honor and legacy of the former Virginia School for the Deaf and Blind. And if you're not familiar with it, you can go to the Hampton History Museum and see a new exhibit about the Virginia School. And it's one of the things that came out of the engagement with the public on this topic. We value the diversity of our residents and our neighborhoods, our school, and our business community. And I'm also very proud of the Human Rights Campaign has given Hampton a perfect score for 3 consecutive years on the Municipal Equality Index, which measures how inclusive each city is for its LGBTQ residents. And That perfect score reflects the work of a lot of people, including Gabe Diaz and our city's Unity Commission. Gabe, where are you out there? Stand up and wave your hand. Thank you. And I'm excited to tell you that in 2026, we will be cutting the ribbon on the space for our Office of Economic Empowerment and Family Resilience. This office addresses the root cause of poverty, including residents who work full-time but still struggle to make ends meet. The goal is to help individuals and families achieve financial independence. Now, I could stand up here all day and tell you stories about the generosity and dedication of the men and women and families who live here. And it's especially gratifying to see the way that people give back to the city that helped raise them. Let me mention a couple of our most successful professional athletes. First, there's Basketball Hall of Famer Allen Iverson from Bethel High School. Every year, he brings the National Hoop Showcase to his hometown, and earlier this fall, he hosted an event at the American Theater for the release of his new memoir. And then there's Wayne Gomes, who played baseball at Phoebus High School, and he went on to pitch in the major leagues. And he remains active in our community as chair of the Peninsula Stadium Authority. And this year, he even helped me get ready to throw out the first pitch at the Peninsula Pilots opening season game. And then there's Tyrod Taylor. And Tyrod is a graduate of Hampton High School. Now, Tyrod would probably be with us here today, but he's a little busy this time of year playing quarterback for the New York Jets. Yes. But his hometown is never far from his mind. As a matter of fact, just this past Sunday, he wore special cleats, my cause, for the Boys and Girls Club in our great city. And on top of that, every summer, he comes home and hosts a free community day at the Boys and Girls Club. And every November, including this season, his foundation sets up in the parking lot at Darling Stadium to give away hundreds of meals at Thanksgiving. So with that, let me say a few quick words about our city staff, our great city staff. And throughout every department at City Hall, at Rupert Sargent Building, and in city facilities all around, these men and women dedicate themselves to helping our residents. And I cannot say enough about them, so I want to say to all of our great city employees, will you please stand so that I can personally say thank you. All our city employees stand up. I know you're here. So in conclusion, I've learned so much in my first year as mayor. This job is a real educational experience with a whole lot of teachers. And Hampton has benefited from recent years from my work with Bloomberg Philanthropies. And I've been blessed to be able to participate in the Bloomberg Harvard City Leadership Initiative. In working with mayors from other forward-thinking cities all around the country, I've picked a lot of great ideas, and hopefully I've shared a little bit of Hampton wisdom with some of them as well. In 2026, Bloomberg will fund an innovation team here in Hampton that will be grounded in data analysis, insight development, and project management. And as always, two things that make me most excited about our future are our natural resources and our people. I have every confidence in our team here in Hampton, but we cannot do it without you. And thank you for what you've already done in Hampton during my first year as mayor, and thank you for what you continue to do to bless our city with your talent and dedication. So from that, let us continue to level up from this point forward. Thank you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Level up, 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 level up.